Hi guys, how are you all? Hope you all are doing well. So here I am. Oh, you can check out the redwood trees behind me. Beautiful. But anyway, so we're here because I have this chicken curry recipe that I just invented. Because I'm always looking for ways that are, to make something that's easy for me and very comforting and enjoyable for others to eat, and something that attracts them to my dinners, right? So this one is easy. So I think without further ado, let's just get to it. It's a hack. It makes things a lot easier, and you don't have to use whole spices or ground spices, none of that, because we have a little trick up our sleeve here. Okay, so for my chicken curry achari hack, I have a few ingredients here. So I have 4 cloves of garlic, an inch piece of ginger that I have scraped off the peeled off the skin, but I'm going to grate these two. And then I have 2 jalapenos, but these are the small jalapenos. That's why I have 2. 1 is more than enough. This is a small onion, not the large, US onions. So I have 1 of those, and you could do with these are also dry farm tomatoes, so they're very small but flavorful. So that's why I have 2. Here I have a new ingredient because I'm trying to keep it dairy free. So instead of using cream or any of that, I'm going to soak these pumpkin seeds. So I have about 2.5 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds here. I'm going to soak them and keep them, and then grind them to a paste. And here I have cashew milk yogurt. Of course, you can use regular yogurt as well if that's what you prefer. And here is another secret ingredient, which is Indian mixed pickle. It's called mixed pickle, and it's a North Indian style, and I've kind of transferred it to a glass bottle, but it comes in originally in a plastic pack. And and I just write the expiry so that I'm not using it for years, which has happened before. It sits in my fridge forever. So this pickle is Ahmed pickle. And I think it comes out of Pakistan. You'll find it easily in any Indian grocery store. And this is just salt. I'm making sure I have iodized salt because I have a thyroid issue. So you've got to make sure you get your iodine. So, and here I have about 2 pounds of chicken thighs, which I kind of chopped up into smaller pieces. So you get nice bite-sized pieces that you can wrap your, naans around. So here I have the yogurt, ginger, garlic that I grated, and I have about 3 tablespoons of the pickle, the mixed pickle, and a little bit of salt to taste. So I'm going to, before I add the chicken, I'm going to just mix it nicely. In fact, I have to mush up these pieces of, mango and take out if there's like a hard piece. I'm going to take that out. Sometimes there's a part of the seed. So I'll take that out after I get these nice juices and goodness out of here. I'll mash it up nicely, and then I'm also going to taste it before I add the chicken to see, if the salt and spice level is right. So I'm mushing it nicely with my fingertips. Feel the mango seed over here. So I'm going to discard this. The chicken goes in there now, and then I'll just mix it up and leave it to marinate for at least about half an hour. At times I've left it overnight in the fridge because it's nice to just prep it ahead of time. So the chicken soaking here, is marinating here, and then next to it is the pumpkin seeds that are soaking in some water as well. And now we'll chop up the onions and the tomatoes and slice up the jalapenos. Delicious green olive oil here. Chop in the onions and saute it for a little bit, for a minute or so. The onions don't need to brown. As long as they just become a little soft and translucent, we're good. Then goes the tomatoes, and then we'll just saute this again for a little bit, maybe 2 minutes, and then we'll turn it off and leave it to cool down. So I just had a brainwave, and I was like, this is not a must, but I was like, I have a lot of bell peppers growing, so and I want to pick one of these before the squirrels get them, because the squirrels have been at work here. Look at this, a tomato eaten up and left behind. So I'm going to add this bell pepper also to it. It's totally optional, you don't have to, but my summer harvest is beckoning me, so I'm going to add this bell pepper also to the dish. And typically in Achari chicken, they do add bell pepper. So this is a good idea actually. Then we will blend the tomatoes and onions and pumpkin seeds if you like, but I've done them separately here. Pumpkin seeds. So that's what's going to make our dish a little creamy, a non-dairy form of creaminess. And the blender, I just washed out a little bit of pumpkin remains that there were. So I'm going to use this water if I need to dilute the curry. And a little bit of oil, since we're using olive oil now. Keeping things healthy, we will add the marinated chicken and fry and saute, and just not fry, really saute it for a bit. I split up the jalapenos so that they, impart more of the flavor, and now I'll just saute it so the nice flavor of the jalapenos will also kind of blend in with the chicken. Just saute it like this for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. I just want the flavors of the nice pickle that we added to kind of get into the chicken a little. Tomato onion paste goes in there. Honestly, it tastes quite good at this stage itself. Adding the reserve of the pumpkin seed water just to give it a gravy, so you can add more water depending on your taste here. Keep it covered and cook it for about 10 minutes or so, just to make sure that the chicken is cooked through. It's on about medium to low flame. That was about 20 minutes of cooking it with a closed lid. One stir, and then we'll add the pumpkin seed paste. So I'm sauteing the bell peppers here so it has a bit of a crunch before I add it at the last step, but you don't need to do that. You can even add it initially when you were just sauteing the chicken and cook it into the curry. My friends who have a fully stocked Indian kitchen may know some about kasuri methi. You could also sprinkle a little bit of kasuri methi. Again, it's a highly optional. Towards the end, and let it cook, simmer for 5-10 minutes. A little bit more on kasuri methi. So let's go to my drawer, my spice drawer. So I have it over here. I've taken it out of the original packaging. Now these are lovely aromatic dried leaves that originated actually in Pakistan in a place called Kasur. I didn't know this, just recently figured it out. And yeah, I think they have a very rich history of amazing food. Hopefully I can go someday. I find these naans that come out of Canada to be the best naans. I buy them from Costco and I freeze them and I use them as and when I need it. So here I'm toasting them on a nice cast iron pan. These are frozen naans, and I will put a little bit of ghee on top and just flip them, put ghee on the other side, and these work really great with that chicken curry. They add buttermilk to the dough, and that's why I think it has a little bit of a sourness to it, which is really yummy. Can't even begin to tell you how delicious this dinner is. The naans are super soft. Some cucumbers with lemon juice. And here is the kadhai chicken. My version, creamy version. Chicken curry. Yum, yum, yum. So guys, what do you think? It's easy, right? Easy to make, and I can tell you it's quite delicious. So do give it a try and come back and like and subscribe. And I think I'll do more of these hacks, because who really has time to do everything from scratch? Every now and then you have to be able to pull a fast one in a good way. So come back and enjoy more such videos. Bye-bye.